Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another video. Today we're doing our first trip with our new trailer. I bought this 7x16 Southland trailer car hauler, and we're headed on the Seward Highway, headed up to a little small town called Moose Pass. It's about 2 hours south of Anchorage and about an hour south of Gerwood. We're probably about 2 miles from Gerwood right now. Gerwood is just right down there. So just pulling out real quick, checking everything, and doing a quick stop. Chevy's doing good. It's nice and chilly out here, but no wind or anything like that. Very calm out here on the Seward Highway. Not much traffic. It's an early Sunday. We're gonna go pick up a rusty Toyota. So that's the game plan. So this is my new car hauler. Really nice, 84 inches from inner fender to inner fender. And then you have a 16-foot deck. LED lights, everything, super sweet. Has an adjustable ball hitch right here. I feel like I need to adjust this. I feel like I need to raise the trailer up more, because if you look at the setup right now, the Chevy and the trailer is nice and level, but once I load it up with the vehicle, it's gonna squat it down, and you can see how close we are with the jack and the chains already. The jack is probably no more than 10 inches up from the ground. So I think I might have to raise my trailer a little bit higher so that we can accommodate for the weight. But overall, it's a beautiful day. It's gonna be nice and sunny today. So let's get back on the road and show you guys this journey. Yesterday, I had to work on some customer's vehicle, and man, I was just working non-stop for about 16 hours, and around afternoon last night, my body was just completely in shutdown mode. I just felt weak. I didn't have any energy, and then I think I had a small fever, and then I ate some orange and my hands started getting itchy. So it's been rough. I still feel weak. I don't have a fever or anything like that, but I just don't have the energy that I usually have. So if this video doesn't have a lot of nutty new energy, that's the reason why. I'm just really mellow and chill today. Body's kind of sore. Like I said, the last 2 days I didn't told you guys, but we finished up that 3.0 rebuild on that blue truck for a customer, and then another 3.0 truck came in for a quick baseline fluid change, valve cover, and I was just knocking those back and forth. So I'm just a bit tired. Not tired, but I'm just a bit sore, so that's kind of causing all this weakness. But we got to make this trip happen because we have other stuff to do, guys. The 98 Tacoma is in the garage right now, and we need to tear that apart. And then this pickup here, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So this pickup here belongs to one of my followers, and he just messaged me and say, hey, you can come get it. It's rusted. It's been sitting here for a while. It starts to dry, but and then he sent me one photo, so didn't really get to see it too much. So I'm just gonna go pick it up, and I'll see if there's any good parts. If there's no good parts, then maybe we'll do something with this. So if I don't have any energy tonight or today on this video, that's the reason why. I'm currently going through Thompson Pass. You guys remember a couple weeks ago when we drove to Soldotna to pick up that rusty red pickup? It was quite slippery up here in the morning, and I had to go in four-wheel drive. Well, this time here, the roads are all nice and dry. Lots of snow on the highway still, on the side of the highway. For the most part, the road is in great condition. No need for four-wheel drive. I also got my scan gauge right here, so I can keep eyes on my water temperature, and at 138, that's the transmission temperature. So anything above 220 or 200 is bad. So right now we've been cruising around 135 to 140, which is good. Once we load up the truck, and if it gets too hot, we'll just go ahead and pull over and let it cool down. the Thompson Pass parking lot, or Turnagain Pass, sorry. Thompson Pass is in Valdez, correction. Turnagain Pass is on the Seward Highway. I got it mixed up. My fault. Plenty of snow still for outdoor recreational activity. Just probably not the cleanest snow. It's probably all mushy. Oh, there's some snowmobile riders. Man, it's so cold. I don't know if I can ever do snowmobile. A couple years ago, I bought a snow machine and I sold it after like 3 months of owning it. It's too dangerous for a solo guy like me. Currently about 10 minutes away from our destination. We'll see how everything goes, and once we get this truck loaded up, I'll show you guys the rusty Toyota. So pretty easy trip, not too far, not as far as my other road trip, but easy going trip. Well, everyone, well, that took about 2 hours to deal with. It's an old 91 pickup, has been sitting for 10 plus years. We put my battery in there, tried to crank it up, but we weren't really getting anything. It was cranking, but not starting it. So then we tried pulling it with the buddy's Jeep. So we were pulling, and then the front driver tire was locked up, along with both of the rear tires were both locked up. We ended up having to jack up the front, remove that whole caliper on the driver, then we were able to free it. And then the rear was also locked up, so we ended up using a grinder to cut the drum brake and loosen the springs. Then we finally got it pulled, and thankfully our friend here, he had a Jeep with a winch, and then we pretty much just winched it onto the trailer. So I'm loaded up right now. I'll go ahead and pull over shortly, check the straps. The tires are losing air, so we're gonna have to make sure we check the straps here and there, or else it's gonna get loose. Overall, it's a really beat up truck. Like I say, if the engine's any good, that's pretty much it. It does have a nice front bumper, but then everything else is pretty much trash. It has a 5-speed transmission, and it's just, you know, just old Toyota that's been rotting away in the woods here. If you guys didn't know, I had a car dolly back then, and this is the reason why I didn't want to use a car dolly anymore, and flatbed trailer is the way to go. Because you guys remember I told you guys the rear wheels were locked up. We had to bang it, do all kind of stuff. So with the car dolly, you need the rear wheels to be rolling. So this truck here, if we didn't have a grinder or whatever the case may be, there would have been no way of using this car dolly with this truck. We probably could just winch it to the trailer and just, you know, pull it, drag it. But, you know, last resort, we had a grinder, he had a grinder, and we went ahead and opened up the drums. But, you know, this is one of the benefits and the pros of having a car hauler. You can move a disabled vehicle and don't have to rely on the wheels of the vehicle that's getting towed, like a car dolly and stuff like that. So it's pulling really good. I have my eyes on the temperature on the transmission temp. We're still around 132, and then water temperature is 193. So if this thing gets to 200, then I'll pull over and let the tranny cool down, but I think we should be good. And I was right about the whole trailer being level at the ball hitch. Once we loaded it up, the trailer dropped, and it's probably like maybe 5 inches from the ground, so I will have to adjust that ball hitch, but we'll do that once we get home. But overall, man, she's pulling pretty good, keeping my speeds around 55 miles an hour. Okay, quick tour, burning daylight out here. So here's the trailer that I was talking about. You can see how low it is to the ground already, about good 4 or 5 inches. So when I get home, I'm gonna put the adjustments all the way down here. That should raise it up about maybe 3 inches, give us some clearance. But the Chevy's a bit saggy for sure. So here's the Yoda. It's a 91 3.0 5-speed. Apparently it's been sitting for 10 years in his yard. rotting away. Still has good parts, I mean, for the most part. Nothing body-wise, but engine, tranny, hopefully all that's still good. Little parts here and there. The door on the passenger side won't open for some reason. But, like I said, it still has lots of good parts, guys. The whole front bumper is still nice. The grille's decent. Hood is still good. Clean that up a little bit. The hood's good. But the rest of it's rotted up. I don't want to show you guys too much because it's kind of dirty, actually. So that's the inside. Well, that's the back of it. Has some miscellaneous wheels and stuff like that. Yucky, yucky, yucky. That's the passenger caliper that we had to remove because the rust pretty much just bit onto it. Does have a clean title, that's one thing. 1991 Axico G294. Has a 291K cruise control. It's just very dirty, very moldy too. So that's it right there, guys. I did went ahead and cut the ashtray. The ashtray was still nice though. Keeping that for myself. Everything's going to the buddy's place. And like I said, we try to crank it, and just crank. It sounded like it had good compression, but just didn't want to go. So I'm pretty sure it just needs a good amount of fuel. It was completely empty. The tank was empty when we tried starting it. So the guy that had it, he poured about 2 gallons into the truck, but I'm pretty sure it's all rusted inside the fuel pump and such. But there it is. Like I said, it has nice still has nice corner lights. Frame's all done. Like I said, just too much rust. You definitely don't want to be working on this truck when it's this rusty. Just look at it. This probably came from like the Kenai or the south of Anchorage here, because this is how they get all rusted. Alright guys, well, it's a beautiful day, so let's get out of here. We still got about another 2 hours to drop off this truck. Well guys, we're almost back to Anchorage, another 20 plus miles or so. I might stop by my house real quick and grab something to eat, and then head on north to my buddy's place, Toyota Heaven, and drop it off. Turned out to be a beautiful, beautiful sunny day, beautiful Sunday here on the Seward Highway. This is northbound. Towing pretty good right now. We still got plenty of gas, half tank. Keeping my speed around 55, and the temperature has been pretty good on the transmission. We've been hanging out around 145 through 150, so it's been pretty good. I do have my an aftermarket transmission cooler, which is about 6 times bigger than what the stock one has. So hopefully once I put my aftermarket one, we can probably hang around 120, keep it a little bit cooler. 145 is good right now, but a lot of the stuff we've been doing has been downhill and flat land, so not much stress on this transmission. Well guys, I made it back to the big city, all safe, everything's running good. I'm gonna stop by my place, go grab something to eat, and then drop it off to Toyota Heaven at my buddy's place. Hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Like I said, wasn't too fun, wasn't too boring or anything like that, just a really chill early morning drive. Keep you guys posted on the next vlog. See you guys next time.